Let's do this.
Hey, welcome to the Two Dum Yinzers, everybody. Welcome to episode 100. We finally made it 100, Mike. 100.
100. Here we go. It's who would have thought?
Who would have freaking thought, man? Here we are, episode 100, celebrating the century mark of the Two Dum Yinzers.
Yes. Yes.
So, let me see what's going on. How are you today, man?
Well, I'm doing great. Work was a short day today, so I can't complain.
Did you have work then, huh?
Yeah. So
That's cool.
Yeah, well, it was bad. I got to sleep in a half hour, so it was great.
We got a little rain. We got a little rain this way this morning. Did you just get some rain down there?
Oh yeah, I got it as I was 10 minutes from my house. It was just a torrential downpour.
I loved it, man. I got up, I went and I opened the door just to have the screen door open, and I stood at the door and drank my coffee, man. I love a big rain, man.
See, I would have loved it, but I had to drive in it. Then I had to sit in my car and wait for it to slow down.
Yeah.
So I was just annoyed with it. So you and the storm can, bump off down to the road.
Right. So there is Mike had a personal issue yesterday. We cut the day short. I think that a majority of our listeners definitely thought that it was an excuse, so you wouldn't have to sing me happy birthday. But we'll make up for that. Just not quite yet, but we'll Mike will definitely sing happy birthday in his pasties at some point.
I was gonna get tassels and go.
Yes, tassels. Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
That is exactly what I want for my birthday.
It's gonna look like this.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, you like it.
He had a personal situation, so we do welcome him back. Hopefully everything goes good in his life. Things get better. But it's, besides for that, we have our 100th show today. We have a lot of things going on. We have a special guest coming in later this morning. We all know her as what I coined her as America's favorite girl next door. You know what I mean? I'm looking at her and I thought, what kind of, would capture what she is and what she's doing. She just has that girl next door look.
Yeah.
It really works for her.
Yeah. I was going to go with TikTok superstar myself.
TikTok superstar, everyone's favorite girl next door. You know what I'm going to have her do? I don't know, how often how many of her videos you watch, but sometimes when she does her videos, right when she's getting ready to start, she does this little wave with her hand. It's so cute. I think I'm going to try to make her do the wave today.
You're treating her like a trained seal or something?
Yes, trained seal.
Oh, God, she's going to kill you.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to talk to her. She's up over 2.3 million likes, tens of thousands of views, followers, all that stuff. So always excited to see Casey.
Hey, that's all right. We got our 3 followers over on TikTok.
Do we?
Yeah, with our one video.
I didn't even know we had a TikTok.
Yeah, I made one the other day and just threw a quick video clip up there. Okay. I was gonna make the big announcement later today.
Is it under our name then?
Yes, it is under Two Dum Yinzers. The number 2, DUMYINZERS.
Okay. I will check that out as soon as the show's over today.
Yeah. Just a little trial I started for the 100th episode.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Showing a little initiative in the janitorial department, I see.
Oh, wow. Sanitation expert. The custodial arts. The backbone of every office.
What's that?
The backbone of every office building.
Bone in every orifice. I got you. All right. So we have a big thing going on today, Mike. July 5th. A lot of people were concerned. Today They're firing up the CERN over there on the other side.
Yes.
Apparently, they're going to let it run for 4 years this time. Last time it got cut short for whatever reason, they shut it off, and now it is up for 4 years. So I don't know what to think, what to believe. I get a lot of my information from the internet and social media, so I'm all over the place. You know, I don't think that the people who are involved are going to come out and say it's going to have bad effects on people, but you know what?
Like, yeah, it's just tiny particles, microscopic particles hitting each other.
Yeah,
we're fine. They're actually right now. I just pulled it up. It looks like they're going to start help study dark matter, try and solve that little mystery. Yeah, because there's matter and dark matter.
You could scrape a little bit off the inside of your britches, man.
I told you, man, that was a one-time thing. The washer broke. Things happen. I'm out in the woods, run out of toilet paper. You got to do what you got to do.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know, but
they're trying to explain the mysteries of the universe.
Yeah. I just hope they don't destroy us while doing that.
I hope they do.
a fiery marble just flying through space,
hopefully, if they do create a supermassive black hole, it'd be just boom, quick and easy, gone.
Yeah.
Won't even know.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, in most people don't, understand entirely, and myself included. And, you just kind of hope for the best, but you never know what they compromise whenever they try to, figure these kind of things out. And they wouldn't tell us, of course, but if anything is compromised, then
it's not going to compromise anything.
I hope you're right, man.
I know I'm right.
Oh, you're an ass.
I am such an ass.
If I had a button right now, I would push it for you, but I don't know what I would push. Here's your button. There we go.
That's rude. Rudes.
Bruh.
I hear that in my sleep now.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know. I'm an ass.
Bruh.
I know. I got it. I'm an ass. It's who I am, but I'm lovable.
I love it. I got loads of stories, loads of things to talk about, Mike.
Yes.
I saw stuff left from yesterday, some stuff from today, some stuff from over the weekend. So let's try to knock some of these out before our guests get here.
Yes, let's get right into this.
R. Kelly is on suicide watch after his sex trafficking sentence. Will R. Kelly do himself in prison?
Like if he's in Gen Pop, gets put to Gen Pop, probably general population, or if he gets like protective custody, he might be fine. But
yeah,
I can see him, like if he has to be in the general population, I can see him hanging himself.
Yeah, I mean it's only 30 years, it should fly right by.
Oh yeah. 30 years for a sex offender. Those are cakewalks.
Just think how fast 10 to 40 went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. It only feels like it takes 80 years to get there.
And then not having anything to do. You know what I mean? At least we were kids and we ran around.
Oh yeah.
And
go on adventures.
Went to games and went to school and made time go a little faster. So I mean that kind of gives you an idea of how fast this time's going to go for him being in his cell. And, just not being able to do anything for 30 years. That's
yeah. I'm not broken up about it.
I'm not either. Terrible fate, but you know what? There's nothing that it's all on him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
he
surprised it took this long.
Yeah, he did it. Like you said, man.
Wasn't he peeing on kids like 20 years ago or something?
Something like that, yeah. Because like Chappelle was like talking about it on his show.
Yeah, right.
He had the whole skits about it.
Yes.
Another one.
Ghostbusters 4 looking to come out at Christmas release date. Ghostbusters 4, I'm like, I didn't even know this was going to be a thing yet.
Me either. I still haven't even caught the third one.
No, me neither.
Like I heard it was like really, 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 really good.
When Balls was in here at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he would. Him and his. Yeah, that's what they were saying.
Yeah. So we've been talking about wanting to see that for quite some time now.
I just, I loved the first Ghostbusters. Second Ghostbusters, I watched it when I was a kid, so I like it. You watch it as an adult now, and you're like, oof. Second one doesn't hold up as well, but
yeah,
I definitely want to watch the third. And heck yeah, if the third one's good, I'll definitely check out this fourth one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at some point, I do want to see them just because I have always liked the Ghostbusters. But like you said, I mean, you kind of grow up and something changes within you, and
yeah.
So I mean, I'll try the third one. If I'm not just blown away by it, I don't know if I'll continue to watch. But I mean, if it's something I watch and it's like super awesome, I'll probably end up watching it.
That's like a movie you're gonna have to be in that frame of mind to watch. You have to want to be in like a nostalgic feel.
Yeah, right.
To watch it. If you just go and watch it and you're having a shitty day, it's just like, nah, the movie's not gonna be good.
Yeah, right.
It's what I have a feeling it's gonna be like one of those type of movies where you have to be in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, so I'll have to make sure I'm in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, smoke a lot, you'll be good.
Oh yeah.
Another one.
Texas man gets 10-year sentence for having sex with a horse. Texas man, 10-year sentence for having sex with a horse. What is wrong with people? Even if you go out and get yourself an ugly girl at the bar, that's got to be 100 times better than having sex with a horse, right?
You would think.
I mean, at least it's interspecies. I mean,
yeah, it's
like, I hope I never get to the point where I feel the need to have sex with a horse. Man.
Yeah, this is just like, I'm thinking, like, what would drive you to that point?
The only thing I could think of,
oh hell no,
is if you have nothing else, and like, say you live on a farm, and you like literally work 15 hours a day, and you have nothing within 30 miles of you. Maybe these people could fall into a mindset, but besides for that, anybody with a general ounce of common decency wouldn't fuck a horse.
Like what was now, like, it just said he had sex with the horse. Now was who was doing who? Was he doing the horse, or was the horse doing him? Did he have something rigged up?
I would like to think that he was doing the horse, if that was the
you'd think. Yeah. Yeah, you would think that's how it would go. You would think that's how it would go, because that's like the normal situation there, but you never know. Maybe he was like an engineer.
A lot less if he was getting fucked by the horse.
I might respect him more, man, because the engineering that would have to go into it to build up a harness or something. That's ingenuity, man. You got to give points,
man.
Yeah, that's like some points for that. Well, I'm not saying a lot. I'm just,
Yeah. Here's one for you.
Another one.
Let's see. Man admits to try to take off clothes and jumping on the beverage cart in an airplane.
Why do people have to?
And he did. He came forth. He said, "Yes, I started taking my clothes off. I jumped up on the cart."
Why do people act a fool when they fly and travel? I don't get it.
The funny thing is, I mean, that's the one place you want to be on your best behavior is on an airplane.
Yeah.
Because it's a fucking airplane. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you're on there like people you don't know. Just sit there, be chill. Just let everyone stressed out. They just want to get from point A to point B. They probably have a fucking layover somewhere. Just be decent.
Yes.
If you want to get drunk, but don't be a raging lunatic like this guy. Or if you're going to start, taking your clothes off, at least play some music, have a dance routine, entertain people. Jesus, is that so hard?
Well, on the other side of the coin here, let me pull up this next one.
Another one.
Emirates plane flies for 14 hours with hole in the side of the plane. Did you see this hole?
No.
It's this big gaping hole in the side of this airplane. So, the people have to hold up their end of the deal too. Let's make a deal. No fucking holes in airplanes.
Yeah.
You keep your clothes on. Let's just do this like normal fucking people, like we did for the last 80 years or whatever. Why in the fuck is everyone losing their minds, man?
I just like a hole in the plane, man. That would be. I'd be pretending like I'm an old, bomber pilot during World War II. I'll be bouncing around, getting it shaken. Like you've seen the movie Memphis Belle. I'll be acting like I'm in there. We'll find it like the annoying passengers' luggage and just chuck it out the plane.
Yes.
That's just like, fuck you. Get your shit out of here. That's what I think about you.
So a U.S. duo, a couple of United States guys, they broke the Guinness Book of World Records, Mike. Now, what they did was, again, the only reason I did this was because of the airplane attached to kind of clump it in with the stories. From an airplane, someone took a football, and threw it from 620 feet in the air, and the guys caught the ball.
No way.
That is the new Guinness World Record. They caught the ball from 620 feet in the air. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, good thing Deontay Johnson wasn't there.
Him and Ike Taylor would have definitely
they both would have dropped it. Like Ike would have went for the pick. It would have went through his hand, claimed off Johnson's hand, and then Claypool, who's like 8 feet tall, would have, fallen to the ground instead of out jumping everyone. And then Ben would have been the one throwing it, and he'd just been like this. When he would get disappointed with the receiver, he'd just unbuckle his chin strap and put his head down and walk away. That's what would have happened if my Steelers got involved.
But it's cool. I mean, you can
that is cool.
Become a world record holder for anything. You just got to come up with a cool enough idea.
Yeah, hopefully Guinness actually goes, yeah, you know what? That's actually kind of cool. Let's go do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Now, if Cordell Stewart was thrown to Yancey Thigpen, he would have caught it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just knew yesterday was an anniversary of a 69-yard touchdown pass from Cordell to Yancey Thigpen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, also, speaking of 69, today is 68 days from kickoff.
Yes. So on Twitter, then today, it should be an Alan Faneca highlight.
Wasn't he 66?
I thought he was 68. Oh, wait, you're right. Big Red was 66.
Brendan Stye. I don't know. I know right off the top he was 68. So
it could be him then. Yeah.
Started out of Nebraska.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
He was tough, man.
He was.
So that's exciting. I know that a lot of our viewers are going to be excited. We got 68 days. I can't wait. That's what I wait all year for. But we have 2 months left of the Pirates here. That they're going to be significant, and
it's going to be a long 2 months.
Long. They had the day off yesterday. There was a lot of questioning why the Yankees were in town. All the other teams around the league played their games on 4th of July, and yet the Pirates did not play. I would have liked to see them play yesterday, but that didn't happen. So the 2-game series starts tonight and tomorrow at home against the Yanks.
Yeah, because it's weird. It feels like every year the Buccos play on 4th of July.
Yes.
It always brings back memories of when Jason Kendall broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Running down the first, and it was just flopping there all nasty like.
I do have a couple of things here, Mike, for let me see. Okay.
Another one.
So the Subway to give away free sandwiches as the franchise launches new menu, 6-inch sandwiches. You're gonna have to go on and look at your local Subway to see what the details are.
Yeah,
but they're giving away free sandwiches, Mike.
That's
I haven't had a Subway sandwich in forever, which is crazy because I used to have them all the time.
Yeah.
You know what it was for me? It was the taking away the $5 footlong. People love that. That pulled a gazillion people in, and then they did away with it, and they wonder why their business is failing. Bring back the $5 footlong. That's what saves your whole franchise.
Subway's not failing. Come on now. But they're doing good.
I've been hearing this for a while. They're not doing great.
Well, like no one's really doing great.
Man, ain't that the truth?
Except for me.
The other
one.
Sunoco and Latrobe and Joey's on the Edge and Export to local gas stations will lower their gas prices today to $2.38. This is a thing that everyone kind of seems to be doing lately. So this is the new one. Anybody, if you're by Sunoco and Latrobe or by Joey's on the Edge and Export, you'll be able to get your gas $2.38 a gallon today.
Well, it's like we said the last time this happened. It shows they can do this and still make money.
Absolutely.
They just don't want to do it. Price gouging at its finest.
Speaking of finest, dude, did you see who won the women's championship in WWE?
Your girl.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan. I saw it. Yeah, she cashed in Money in the Bank on Ronda Rousey.
She couldn't be more hotter, man. Jeez, oh man. I've been following her on Twitter. She's so fucking hot, dude. It's just the fact that she's like so excited and happy that she's the champion. It just makes her even cuter.
She's just like, you go through all of her like Twitter stuff. She's just so excitable over everything.
Yes.
Like you can't help but like smile reading her stuff. Not even like, you don't even have to like look at her smile. It's like just reading the stuff that she puts out. You just puts a smile on your face.
It does.
She has like that infectious energy.
Yes, she does. She almost she kind of looks like Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she does. So quick little WWE story.
Yeah.
Like I saw it on Twitter. It's like last night, Asuka and Becky Lynch, they had a hardcore match or table ladders and chair match, and they're laying there at the end. And you can see like Becky taps Asuka's arm, make sure she's okay. Right. And the way Asuka's laying, her arm could only go so far, and it got Becky's boob, and she like just squeezed it, and you can see Becky rolls off, and she's just laughing, going, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Hey, it's wrestling, man. You pretty much touch everything.
Yeah, it's like you got, yeah. Man, woman, like when you're in there wrestling, you got to put your hands in weird places.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You take that risk as soon as you join something where you have to, wrestle people in your underwear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it was just like, as soon as you mentioned that about your girl, and I was like, oh wait, these two right here. It was kind of funny.
I just love her.
I know. I'm gonna buy you a poster.
But I do want to say, after the birthday snubbing yesterday, and I didn't get my happy birthday song, I do have to say that, I really wasn't mad because, your dummy, your dummy made it up in other ways.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I see that there. Hey, man, whatever relationship you two have, I accept it. It's between you two and no one else.
I gotta say, your dummy made it a mighty fine birthday.
I see that. I see that. I'm just,
The kids love that stuff.
Oh yeah, they do.
Let's see. Did you see
more
the UFC middleweight champion Israel Adesanya? He used this Saturday night at the UFC event. He used the Undertaker's entrance. Not only did he have the music, he had the Undertaker hat on, and he carried an urn out to the
way,
the octagon. Yeah, and I had read this morning that the Undertaker, he commented on it, and he was really cool about it. He says, "All right, good for him. I hope he kicks some ass." So
yeah,
awesome. It was just cool to see because you don't ever see anybody besides the Undertaker do that stick. So it was neat, man.
Did he do like the Undertaker walk to the ring, take like 20 minutes to get there?
He did.
You got like a 30-minute match, and 20 minutes of it is the Taker making it to the ring.
Yes.
That was always my favorite.
It was a very slow walk to the ring.
That's cool. Because like they would always, fans at WrestleMania would always see how long it took them to get there.
Yeah. And then WrestleMania walks aren't short.
No,
Another one.
Real quick, I found a list. Like there's a list of 5 best Pittsburgh sports bars that fans need to see before they die.
All right, let's hear it.
Number 1 is the Carson City Saloon in Pittsburgh. Carson City Saloon is number 1 on their list. Number 2 is Buxy Salty Dog in Ocean City. I've been to the Salty Dog in Ocean City, which was really nice. Number 3, McFadden's in Pittsburgh. Number 4, okay, check this one out. La Botticella in Rome, Italy.
Oh, no way.
Has a pretty awesome Steeler bar from what I'm reading. Yes. And number 5, I think that they kind of went off cheap on this one, but nonetheless, I mean, it's true. Think about it. Permanis. Yep. A lot of people go and drink and watch the games there, and I wouldn't consider it that, but you know what? It is. It's a sports bar.
Yeah, like, and there's so many around Pittsburgh now too. So
yes,
if you haven't gone to one to watch the Steeler game, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing like being around 50 other people just like yourself who has the same interest in the team and they want the same result, and they're just as intoxicated as you are. There's really nothing like that experience because every single thing, people cheer and people give high fives, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I like it. I enjoy watching the game with other fans, but then sometimes people start debating this call, that call, then then you end up arguing over at everyone that you miss half the game. I
can imagine you'd probably be not that fun in that situation.
No, I'm not. I'm the worst because I get so into the game sometimes.
Oh, I know.
I just sit there and I gotta storm away and cool down. And
Watt gets 4 sacks, an interception, and a touchdown. Yet with 30 seconds in the game, he's on the sideline breathing heavy. Mike has just had a meltdown.
Yeah, because the Steelers are trailing 3 because they gave up a late touchdown. Ben's sitting there going, again.
Yeah. You're insane.
I am. At least I admit it. I know I'm irrational.
I couldn't pull you in that time.
Bruh.
Here's one that I know that you'll appreciate.
Another one.
Maryland woman won her 3rd lottery prize of $100,000 or more in 5 years. This woman in Maryland has won 3 times at least $100,000 in the lottery in a 5-year period of time. She says that she has a strategy, and
we're in trouble now.
We are in trouble now.
Yes, we are.
But the thing is that they say that there's a strategy, but I mean, lottery is supposed to be chance. You know what I mean? Why? How are these people able to do that and figure these things out?
They're that's just like their own personal strategy to make it feel like they have control over the unknown for the lottery.
I want to control the unknown.
Yeah, because I'll go to the casinos and you watch people in the slots. They'll knock on the machine in certain spots. It does nothing.
Yeah.
But then I am I'll time. Trying to time the stop of the spin to think I have control. So I'm just as bad.
Oh, you're bad.
I'm the worst person in the world. I recognize this.
But I could tell you one thing. You were the least best dresser in this room because I see someone with a 2 Dum Yinzers shirt on just joined us. How are you doing today, Casey?
Good. How are you?
Good. Looking good with your shirt. And thank you for joining us. Today is actually our 100th episode. 100 today, Casey. The Century Morning. Wow, we were super excited to have you on. It's kind of a thing, and got your shirt on.
Glad
How
to
are
be.
You doing?
Oh, it's been a rough couple days.
Yeah, you know what? That's a common trend. Mike had some things going on, and you have some things going on. It seems like everybody I talk to, I don't even understand that everybody's got shit luck right now.
It's just in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, but everybody, as you know, we have everybody's favorite girl next door, Casey. Casey, the TikTok star. Welcome, Casey. Casey has, I believe, 2.3 million likes on her videos. She has tens of thousands of followers, tens of thousands of views. She's doing amazing. You know what I find? There's a gazillion things I find entertaining about your videos, but the one thing that I think catches people is when you start and you do the wave. The wave is awesome. It just, I don't know, it's like an introduction to you and what you're doing, and you do the wave, then you go pop up on this pile of clothes, and it's just this thing, man. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, people tend to get a little mad when I don't do the wave in the beginning.
Are you serious?
Yeah, people will call me out on it. They're like, where's the wave today? And I'm like, I'm feeling it today, guys.
Gotta do the wave. Absolutely. It's yeah, you can't not do that anymore. That's like your signature beginning, you know?
I guess so. It's just one of the
Hey, you can't, you know what I mean? Some things you can't control. You just got to run with it.
Hey, it's my thing. It works. People love it. So I keep doing it.
Absolutely. Now, do you, like with these different ideas, like one day, like you were just, straight up folding things. The other day you was like, do you come up with these ideas on the go, or is this kind of something you think, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to try this out.
Well, I try really hard to go through each comment left on my videos to see what exactly people are looking for. So
Right.
I'll take like the most popular idea. And so far that's been like folding and stuff like that. So I'll take that and I'll take someone's comment and I'll pin it to it to show like,
Okay.
hey, I want to see this. And the one I posted yesterday of me just folding towels is already at 20,000 views. So
Wow. That's just amazing.
all I did was fold a couple towels and people lost their. So
I think, another thing that works is when you talk too. I think like when you go up and you say something or you give a little comment, or I forget what it was last week. There was something, or maybe the week before you had said something like, something about everybody's to blame or everybody's at fault or something like that. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just something, Casey, you have a really good thing going on, man. I just wonder, I spoke to you a little bit in the last couple of weeks about this controversy now with China. We're having an issue with them stealing data or whatever the hell they're stealing. I don't know what they're stealing. They're stealing something, and it could put TikTok in jeopardy. What's your thoughts on that?
I actually will be kind of devastated if something happens to TikTok, beings that I'm now getting my foot in the door with being, like a creator and an influencer and stuff like that. I don't really have much worry about it though. Like me and you talked about, someone would come out with something, along the lines, the internet moves faster than our minds ever fathom. So I mean, it's one of those things. It could take years though. You know what I mean? There would be a lot of people probably against it. A lot of people get their livelihood from TikTok.
Absolutely. This is, people are making a living. People are feeding their families, paying their mortgages by doing this kind of thing. And like you and I said, you can't shut that many people off. So if something did happen, which I don't think it's ultimately going to happen, I don't think they're going to take TikTok down, but something would come out really fast because you have millions of people who, like you said, would lose out on a lot. And I think that those people would jump on the next big thing that would be similar to TikTok. And like I said, let's just hope that that's not the case. And this thing survives and they don't do anything stupid like taking TikTok down. But
my honest opinion about it, and this might be like out of left field, but it's one of those things, since TikTok is more targeted towards, the younger age group. I know people of all ages use it, but I kind of feel like with everything else going on in the world right now, it's kind of like a distraction from something else, like, oh my God, they're going to take TikTok away. And that's what we're thinking about. But in my head, it's like, okay, well, what is really going on that, you want people to focus on just this small issue? You know what I mean? Because TikTok is a small issue compared to everything else going on in the world right now. So from my perspective, it's just like, okay, what else are we trying to cover up here? What are we trying to distract people from?
I really don't want to go down this road just because.
You're muted. Ryan in technology.
He really didn't want to go down that road.
He didn't want to go down that road, and he's going down that road right now. You can see him. He's gesticulating, and if he ever looks up at the camera, he'll notice. I think I'm going to clip this on the TikTok. Ryan in technology.
And you got this.
There we go. He's back.
Going on. You got COVID. You got monkeypox. You got everything, and this just so happens to be the time that they want to flip Roe v. Wade. whatever your opinion is one way or another, I do not care. However, I definitely think it is a distraction.
Yeah. Yeah. There's always some kind of distraction somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
And I think Ryan's mostly the distraction.
Yes. Definitely.
I don't know where you are and on your screen, Mike, but I'm looking at you like I'm on the Brady Bunch on my screen.
That's all right. On my screen and the screen that everyone will see when they watch this video, you're not looking close. So, we're good. But yeah, it's like this is like what the second this is like the second time, like they've talked about taking TikTok down because of the whole privacy and data mining. It's like they do that with you use Google, they mine your data. You use anything. Yeah, anything. What do you think like when it says do you approve cookies or not? It's just getting your info.
It's just such a high traffic, social media platform, everybody's on it at all times, all day, every day. Someone's on TikTok.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I killed like an hour and a half on TikTok and didn't even realize it.
I try to stay off of TikTok unless I'm on content. Yeah. I will get sucked in.
It is too. Like I haven't been on TikTok regularly in about a year. And then just yesterday I was bored. And next thing you know, hour and a half. Because I'm catching up on videos from people that I follow that I haven't seen in forever.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God. Now I know why I got off the app. It's because because they're 30 seconds to a minute for the most part. So it's just one quick entertainment after the next.
Yep. It takes that like little bit of time just to grasp your attention, and then you keep rolling. And I've heard that, that's another thing in my crazy conspiracy mind that the reason, we have all of these short videos is because they're trying to lower our attention span, because we're only processing, say it's a 7-second clip. There's that 7 seconds, and then we're like on to the next one. And it's one of those things. It's crazy to think about. Yeah. Actually get in depth with it.
Well, it's like, like, God, man, my attention span has lowered and lowered ever for like year after year. It feels like ever since I got out of school, it's just like less and less my attention. I just can't focus.
Span of an elbow
after school.
I blame the cartoons after school for my attention span issues.
Video games.
Yeah.
Nah, video games. I can keep my attention on video games for hours. You got to grind out for that one item. No. I play 8 hours straight. Hate myself afterwards, but I can keep my attention. I don't do it anymore now. I got a job and a kid, but I'm just saying it can be done.
But let's talk about something important. The other day, Casey, I read a headline to Mike. We talked about a story yesterday about some dude who posed. He posed as a Disney employee so he could go in and steal R2D2. Someone stole R2D2, Casey. He got
R2D2.
R2D2 was fine. But when I seen this, I thought this is definitely something we got to talk to Casey about, because this is right up your alley.
I have not heard of that. That's devastating.
It is devastating. I think it's somewhat devastating, and I'm not, as huge of a Star Wars fan, so I figured that you would definitely, take that some kind of way,
Like I said, it's been a rough couple of days. I haven't even really been on social media that much to even process anything else that's going on. But I can say for sure, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
That's what I didn't want to say. I initially thought it was you.
Oh, if I could get my hands on like an actual R2D2, I'm going into hiding forever. You're not finding it.
A couple shows from now, a couple weeks down the road, we're going to be talking to Casey, and you're going to see that R2D2 walking behind her, like in the background, walking. What you got to get though? Have you ever seen, like, if you go into a store, they have these, it's kind of shaped like R2D2, but has like pop cans in it or something. Have you seen that? That'd be cool to get for the house, just for, some kind of, just a decoration thing.
They actually have, and I've been looking into it because I don't have a working ice maker in my freezer. They have an R2D2 ice maker and set on my counter.
That would be awesome. Did you get it, or you want to get it?
I want to get it.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, anything Wars, I just need to have my hands on it.
Yeah, and the other day I seen, it might have even been today, I don't know. It's one of these days. You had something about you showed a small piece of your Star Wars collection, and you just said something about, how big it is now compared to what that was. We just got a taste of it that day when you gave us the quick tour through the house. You have a lot of neat stuff, man.
I have a lot of stuff, a lot. Like I have a lot of money invested in just like old collector's items. Like me and my brother, we went to Rogers, Ohio, last month, and the amount of Star Wars toys that people were selling that are like so old and how like beaten up they were. So like I did haggle prices a little bit, but
Right.
I am getting at least like 3 or 4 vintage like Star Wars items for less than $40, and you buy them online, they're going for over 100.
Yeah, absolutely. Places like Rogers is good for that. You can find all kind of hidden treasures. And
I was so amazed on how many Star Wars items I actually found there.
Really?
And people don't realize what they go for. Like I bought the first like guy that I walked up to, he had 2 VHS sets. So I have the original, they're the remakes, but they're the original movies. So okay. I have the 3 VHS set with the gold Darth Vader sleeve.
Yeah.
One that's not the special edition. They're going for, almost $100 each on eBay, and I got them both for $20.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a steal right there, because like the fans that grew up with them, they want that original. They don't like any of the edited stuff. They're
in great shape too. I mean, the box, they have a little bit of wear and tear, but for how old they are, like they were phenomenal shape. I couldn't leave them. I was like, all right, I'm not going to buy the first thing I see, but I was like, I know if I come back, they're going to be gone.
And the thing is, I see stuff, and Mike sees stuff from when we were younger, Castle Grayskull from He-Man.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the road, you end out here, people talking. They're like, remember that Castle Greystone? Somebody bought, somebody just sold one for like $30,000 or something. So, at the end of the day, you have all this cool stuff, and that Star Wars stuff sells. It sells. And by the time that you may ever want to have an interest in selling it, who knows what you could get for it? I mean, you're probably going to make a fortune off of that.
I always tell my kids my Pokemon collection and my Star Wars collection, if, it makes it past the day I die, it's all up to you do with it. If you want to use that as a college fund, as long as I'm not around, go for it. As long as I'm working, don't touch my stuff.
Yeah.
So when your kids get college age, I would avoid going down stairwells first.
Oh, I fall up steps more than I fall down them. So
that's talent right there.
It is. It's very graceful when it happens.
Graceful and elegant,
So besides for Star Wars and besides for Pokemon, we do also know that, like you had mentioned earlier, you do have some interest in like conspiracy theory type things. I have a question for you. Now, have you heard about the what's it called? Mike, tell her what this thing's called. I don't know what it's called.
The Large Hadron Collider at CERN.
The Large Hadron Collider at CERN.
Hadron.
That too. And they're firing it up. They fired it up at 10 o'clock this morning. Now this thing, it does what, Mike?
So it will shoot microscopic particles in opposite directions, and they, get near like the speed of light, and they crash into each other to see what kind of particles and mysteries of the universe they can detect in that split second that they're there. Like 5 years ago, when they last did the test, they found the quote unquote God particle, the Higgs boson particle. It was theorized for, and they found it to prove, okay, that this particle exists, and so it explains this, and this. So now that's what they're trying to do now, is trying to figure out dark matter, because they really don't know what exactly all dark matter is. They just know there's light matter and dark matter. So light matter we can see, dark matter we can't. So they're trying to figure that out.
Now tell me if I'm wrong. 2012 was the last time that they fired this thing up. It takes like a quadrillion, gazillion, badillion watts. I mean, this thing it's using more energy than probably anything. And the last time they fired it up in 2012, now this is where I don't know, Mike. This is just, I'm going off of hearsay. I heard that there was like black holes and shit opening up in space the last time they fired this thing up in 2012, and they decided to shut it down rather quickly because things started, for whatever reason, getting out of their control of what they wanted to do or steal or research. And it hasn't been fired up in 10 years. and they just fired it up again this morning, and they plan on running it for 4 years. 4 years. This CERN, CERN, is going to be running. Mike, where am I wrong?
Well, they were just a couple mini black holes.
Couple mini black holes. So you're messing with the God particle. You're messing with mini black holes. Don't you think something could potentially be an issue here?
No, because they exist for like fractions of a second.
And all right, Beavis, let our guest answer.
They blink in and out of existence.
Black holes and portals are blinking in and out of existence.
Yeah. Okay. And then they're gone forever.
I kind of feel like, because this is something I just came across the other day, was this CERN. I had never heard of it before. But I think that we as the human race just like to put our nose in things that we shouldn't. I'm super into like the paranormal and the supernatural and stuff like that. I'm definitely not a skeptic. I have seen, I've heard, I believe. Right. It sounds like we're trying to make a real life Stranger Things episode. It kind of actually, when you guys were explaining it, it kind of scared me a little bit, because it's one of those things, dark matter and stuff like that. We don't know what we're messing with. We are not the only beings, in the universe. Right. We're definitely not. There's definitely some higher life forms, and, they've been in contact with us for years and years and years. And there's a lot that we don't know yet that the government does. But this just feels like something that we really shouldn't be messing with, in my opinion.
It has that feel, doesn't it?
It's very uneasy. It makes you feel like, like I said, there's a lot more going on than we're led to believe. And this could be another distraction, or we could be opening up the end of the world.
Right.
Well, the thing is, there was another Hadron Collider in the U.S. like decades ago that did the same thing. And, we're still here.
Yeah, but
we're still kicking.
As far as we know,
the more our technology progresses, there are just some things that we're not going to be able to stop once we start it.
Is that such a bad thing, though?
It could be.
It could be. But, the chances are infinitesimally small that it will be a bad thing.
All of a sudden, Mike just disappears in a black hole as we're talking.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, because like when you go into a black hole, like you get this
good for the showcase.
Like your body stretches out, so you get that one good last back crack in before you're done. So that's a win for me. My back is so tight. Yeah, but at least my bones will crack and I'll feel good.
Oh my!
From what I understand, again, Mike, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're trying to in some capacity, recreate the Big Bang.
Not recreate it. They're just trying to study more and more of it. Because we know, when you look back into space, that's the distant past, just because the way light travels. Everything gets closer together. So that's one more piece of evidence for the Big Bang. So now we're just trying to find particles and what, the conditions of.
Yeah. All right.
It's just research.
Do they have a reason as to why they're doing this? Like, is there something in specific that they're looking for by doing this, or
just to expand human knowledge and understanding of the universe? And then you never know where the science is going to take you. You never know what you're going to discover along the way. It's like when penicillin was an accident. That was not part of the experiment that they had. It just happened to be, boom, we discovered penicillin. Space travel, boom, we, Velcro, powdered drinks, stuff like that. You never know where you're going to go in science. You just follow to see what happens. Like, you learn one thing and then you find 5 other things you learn along the way. It's just to, fill in our gaps of knowledge.
Yeah, it's just one of those, things that, we're afraid of things we don't understand. And I feel, for someone like me, I believe in, everything paranormal and supernatural stuff like that. And it's like, I'm okay with the idea of it, but it's, one of those things where, we're here, whatever is here, I think that should just stay where they're at.
Yeah. But you never know. What if we do find a portal to like this other realm that can be stable. They can't cross into, but we could if we want to. Wouldn't it be cool to go over into there to figure out other things over there?
Have you watched Stranger Things? Because this is the plot of Stranger Things.
I want a Demogorgon, okay?
No.
This is just, it's my long-term plan to have a Demogorgon. No. You're no fun, Casey.
We'll rip your head off.
See, here's the thing, though. Say we go.
I'll treat him right.
Say we go to this distant, this other portal. We go to this other place. Now we have a whole new set of problems because we barely understand our problems here.
Yeah.
We were getting ready to, we just got through the COVID thing. We got monkeypox. I have an article right here I was going to read this morning, Mike. Never seen before microbes locked in glacier ice could spark a wave of new pandemics if released. So here we have in our own ice on our own planet shit that could come out that we have no answers for, that could kill people by the millions possibly. So don't you think going to another, through a portal could create something that could just destroy us entirely?
That's just the chance you have to take, man. You got to roll the dice. You got to live life on the fast lane.
Well, you have to ask the general consensus. Like, do we all agree to this?
Like,
exactly.
I've seen what make these people cheer and boo. I don't want to hear what anyone has to say. I don't want my opinion taken. It like anyone smarter than me does not need to hear my opinion on anything.
Well, that's impossible, Mike. Smarter than you?
I just want to find out all of this new stuff. I don't know. I find it exciting. It's exciting.
Interesting. Matter of fact, that's what I occupy most of my time with is just this, crazy kind of weird shit. Of course, I think it's interesting, but you know what I'm saying? Just like Casey said.
Oh yeah.
It just takes one little microbe of something that's foreign to our body that reacts a certain way, and you just never know. But on the other hand, Mike's right as well. We have to keep continuing to research things to understand it and make things better. So I kind of walk a line. I walk a line right in the middle. I see the potential danger and things like this. But on the other hand, I think that we do need to continue to try to understand, to better our ways. But
I thought you would just snort the line and just meander back and forth between both.
Oh. I'm gonna find something for you on that one, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I understand. I understand the appeal for the knowledge, but like I said, fear is thing in that if and that goes for everybody. I don't think there's a single person on this planet that can say that they're not afraid of something that they don't. And it could be like someone's afraid of a bug, but they're not afraid of black holes. You know what I mean? It's extremes.
Yeah.
Bumblebees are scary. You can see them. Black holes are far away and distant. Okay, they're not threatening. Bumblebees are right there.
You know what's not so scary, Mike? The fact that you sitting in front of that emblem that kind of makes you look like a bumblebee. That makes me smile. That makes me laugh.
Now I have to change this whole logo and setup now because I am.
It wouldn't have crossed my mind if you didn't bring up bumblebees. That's all. I'm just saying.
I just have this irrational fear of bumblebees.
My kitchen is bumblebee themed.
Is it really?
It is.
Why would someone do that? They're awkward. They should not be able to fly with their tiny little wings. It's just
Mike has this uncanny way of making our guests feel weird. So just go with it.
Have you ever got to pet a bumblebee though?
No.
Mike.
You should. They're soft like a kitty.
Don't ruin cats for me.
I have 3 cats. I love cats, but there was this, we're going off on a tangent here, but there was this time last year, it was around April when the weather was starting to get nicer. The bees, like if they get too cold, their bodies just kind of like shut down. So I was backing out of my driveway, and Ryan knows about where I live. So I'm backing out of my driveway and I see in my backup camera, which I don't know how I seen it, a little bumblebee on the ground. And I didn't want to run him over. So I picked him up and I got him some sugar water and I let him drink the sugar water. He came back to life and I just pet him and he hung out with me for the day.
I
befriending the bumblebees.
I love all animals. I love all bugs.
I'm not gonna lie, they are a cute little bee. They're
just they're just curious.
But I don't know what it is. Ever since I was little, they have frightened me. And to this day, I can't. No, you give me a hornet or a wasp. All right, they can die. I understand them. I respect them because they look like they're going to kill me, and they will kill me. A bumblebee looks like it's going to awkwardly try to kill me, but it's not going to. So I don't know where it's coming from.
No, he just wants to play.
Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Well, hey, I hate to cut it short here, guys, the bumblebee talk, but of course, as always, Mike ruins the conversation, so we're just going to move on. No,
I'm awkward and weird.
I have a couple minutes left, so I do want to take the time. I want to thank Casey. I want to praise Casey. I just want to take a second and look at Casey in that shirt, because that shirt has never looked so good. Thank you so much. We appreciate your support, as always. We support you. We love you. We hope that you get 1 billion. We want to see 1 billion likes and 1 million followers, and it's going to happen. You just got to keep sticking with it, like we said last time. Also, this is episode 100. Casey, you were here for episode 2, the second episode we ever did. You were on, and you were here for episode 100. I'm sorry, and there was one in between. I think it was like episode 90 or something, give or take. So you are a very, very valued member to the part of this show. We thank you so much, as always, and we stay in touch. We're going to certainly keep continuing to like and follow and anything that we can do to help you out with what you're doing. And you just keep getting out there and entertaining them, girl, because you're kicking some ass.
It's much appreciated, and I'll be back next week if you guys want to have me on.
Absolutely. Casey.
Sure. Yes.
Anytime, girl. You're always a welcome one. You know that.
Just as long as we don't have to talk about bumblebees again.
Oh, that's the whole next week's episode when I'm on. That's the topic of conversation.
It's gonna be set up like debate form. Mike's gonna be on one side, Casey's gonna be on the other side, my face will be in the middle, and I'll ask questions like a moderator. When the people run for president, you guys could debate the bee topics.
Next week's episode: bumblebees and black holes.
Yes,
there we go.
I like the way this is going, guys.
Yes.
Hey, I want to thank you so much, Casey. Thank you, everybody for tuning in. As always, we'll be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock a.m. Come visit us there. Tonight, the show will be uploaded into our podcast over on Spotify. Check that out. Until then, thank you, Casey. For Ryan, Mike, and Casey, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.